Well, turning now to this, have you ever seen one of these signs on a truck while driving down the road or on the freeway? So who's responsible for damage that might happen to a vehicle behind it, and how do those circumstances differ?
Say you're driving on Highway 50 and a rock flies out of the back of a truck and hits your windshield, but you see this sign. I asked CHP if it's true. Are trucks really not responsible for broken windshields?
So those signs are false. They are 100% responsible for anything that falls out of the back of their truck.
But Officer Reuben Jones says it's a different situation when rocks get kicked up from the road versus coming out of a vehicle. He says nobody's at fault there.
Kicking up of rocks is an accident. Nobody, hits a button and their tire kicks up a, piece of glass or piece of rock. So that is technically your definition of an accident.
But Officer Jones does say that California law states drivers are responsible for keeping what's in their trucks secure from point A to point B. That poses a question though. What if the driver was following a truck too closely when the debris flew out and hit their car?
Whether or not the vehicle was following too close is a completely separate violation that doesn't absolve the trucking company or the truck driver of anything that may fall out of his or her truck.
If this happens to you, Officer Jones says safety is the priority when you're on the road, so try and get as much information about what happened safely. Try and get the company name, a California or US DOT number, location, as well as any other identifying information. You can call CHP so they can make a report, and then you can make an insurance claim. I also spoke with Christopher Helm, associate attorney at Eason and Tambernini. He says to document the damage to your car and stresses the helpfulness of dash cams since you want to have as much information as possible when you make that claim.
Insurance companies are like all other companies that want to make a profit, and so paying out on claims decreases their profit. So they are going to throw up roadblocks with arguments such that you were driving too close, you weren't driving reasonably, and they also are going to try to use those signs as some sort of justification to not pay the claims, which we don't agree with at all. And our stance here at our firm is that they have no legal consequence.
So both the CHP officer and attorney I spoke with said people often don't know when something flies out of their vehicle. So Officer Jones says to just be really aware of your surroundings. If you notice a potential hazard, just make sure to stay away from that truck. When you're driving and you start to feel the little pellets pelting your car, you're like, I just got to get into a different spot.
Where did you get this sign, by the way?
Just ordered it on Amazon.
You did?
For, a little over $10.
Okay. I thought you were trying to tell me something with the sign. I wasn't sure where you
I just put it right here. And
I can't go back 200 feet, but I'll do my best. Okay. Jordan, good story, and good to know what we can do legally on that.